Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Pacheco. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air, it's Wilcox. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. grab near the marker. It's late. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Just feeds the running back. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. There he goes. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Riggs. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Looking to throw. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Good timing on the quick out. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Fires left. Makes a connection. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
moments right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets it past the marker. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting his tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Udo. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Penn State.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. The snap sets up to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
LSU 14, Penn State 10.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. Working on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. Just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He'll take it himself. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now he fields it in his own end zone. And he's going to bring it out. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Defense in press coverage. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Miles. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Miles. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Wilcox. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wilcox. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner is stopped. State sends the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back has it. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, and he wants to throw it. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Miles. Easy completion on the shuffle. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jennings. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Breaks into the open. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 13 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Unloads quickly. Powers through the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riggs. On the move is the 30. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quick completion on the out route. He's trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
To the air on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. LSU right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Slithers into space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. This time it's complete. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Complete downfield. They've got him just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
LSU quick to the line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on first and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down... in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
42 Spider.
On the move. Creates a little space.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He wants to throw it. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Got a little space. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Good enough for a first down.
So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Runs through the tackle. They found a little running room out of the wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They want to run this quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Rides the back on the option to give. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Number 0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Great starting point, grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back to pass, it's Wilcox. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Going to the ground. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. LSU right back to the line. Trying play action. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He fields the punt in his own end zone. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting to run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to